Right, ladies and gents, what is going on? Welcome back to another live stream here. As usual, let me get a quick audio visual check. The pump started minutes ago, and we are already live. So let me know how you're feeling. And let's light up that chat for a second. Smash up the likes for this brand new Bitcoin all-time high, ladies and gents. If this is getting you pumped up like it's getting me pumped up. And we're about to dive into this live stream in just a second here. Bear with me while I get myself fully set up here. Here's the live chat. You guys can see yourself. Just bear with me while I go ahead and get myself fully set up here. How are you all doing today, ladies and gents? Listening while driving my semi. Yo, that is so cool. That is so cool. So you just you're a truck driver? You drive trucks for a living and you watch crypto stuff? That sounds so cool, man. Truck driving is so cool. I think if I was born in America, I probably would be a truck driver. I've always thought that. But I was born Pakistani, so I'm going to have to become a taxi driver instead. Oh man. Yeah, we love it. We love it. We need some good racist humor. Where's all the racist humor gone, ladies and gents? We need a little bit of racist humor. Where's it all gone? It's good for the world, and most of you can take it. How are we doing? Welcome everybody. As you're coming in, do me a favor, like that chat. What the fuck just happened from the one Indian in the chat? What's up, man? How you doing, bro? Yeah, no, you know it, bro. Our people, we become taxi drivers and bazaar sellers. Oh, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Smash up those likes as you come in here. We've got a brand new Bitcoin all-time high, and all we've got to do is surpass this high right here, and that is it. We are going to be knocking on the door of an $80,000 Bitcoin. What's up, ladies and gents? Welcome to this live stream. Smash them up as you're coming in. Let me know where you're watching from. And are you feeling bullish or bearish? Let's talk. Let's see what's going on. So, welcome, guys. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, Frank. Welcome, Ren333. We got Bitcoin, Solana highs, Dogecoin highs, crypto's firing up. Elon Musk is beat Elon Musk. Trump's getting elected. The election went amazingly. Bonk, Ondo, go Sammy Loyal. Ren is fired up. Absolutely fired up. Shout out to Frank. Shout out to Smart Home and Finance driving his truck or her truck, listening to this live stream. That is so cool. Shout out to Delilah. How you doing, Delilah? Welcome to another stream. Holy shit, we made it from Leo Swipes. Jimbo Sauce. Sammy, thanks for going live and being proactive. Dude, you're welcome. Thank you for thanking me. Good morning, Sammy. Greetings from Holland. Excited. What's up, my Dutchies? What's going on, my Dutch friends? I love you guys. You guys got the best country in the world. One of the best. Bill Brower, what's up? OKO Crypto. Steven saying it's been a crazy past couple of hours from Tampa. Oh, Leo wants to short a little bit and hedge. Oh, and there we go. There's the pop. We're getting it right now. Bitcoin's pushing above. That's an all-time high, by the way, that wick, or is it this wick? One of these wicks are an all-time high, and that all-time high sits at about 79,370, and we are so close. We're only $30 away from breaking that all-time high. So let's see what's up in the chat. Welcome to the live stream. Smash up the likes as you're coming in, ladies and gents. We got 300 viewers. Let's smash them up. We've just set a brand new all-time high. There we go. We've set a brand new all-time high for Bitcoin here on this chart. It's the... well, it depends what time zone you're in, doesn't it? It's going to be the 10th of November, 9th of November, I don't know, 11th of November for Australians. They're always like 17 hours ahead of the rest of the world or something. I don't know. So yeah, it's early November. We definitely had Uptober. We definitely had Uptober. And now we're seeing a bullish beginning of November, which is, from a cyclical seasonal perspective, this is exactly what you would expect. This is looking pretty good. Welcome to the live stream, everyone. We're just going to let everybody kind of come in here, settle in, smash them likes up as you are getting settled in. If you do appreciate this content, Saurabh from India was wondering why no big YouTubers were coming live. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, you're very, very welcome, man. Yeah, India is what, like, What time is it in India right now, bro? Like 11 a.m. So it's I mean, yeah, like only Asia is awake right now. That's probably why no one's live, but your boy's here. I got you. So we're here. What's up? Mark from Brooklyn. Sorry about that, man. Brooklyn, I've been to Brooklyn recently. It's not holding up well, man. I don't know what's going on. I used to be in love with Brooklyn, but man, it's just like a shanty town these days. I don't know what the fuck happened to it. Leo Swipes, low-key holding it down with the live stream. I was in bed solo, tripping out all-time high. Thanks for going live. Good vibes. You're very, very welcome. Shout out to Pablo from Argentina. What's up, ladies and gents? What's up? Let's kick this thing off. Let's get one final little pump on them likes. Smash it above 100. And there we go. There's Bitcoin pumping up. Along with your likes. Damn it. I'm here. I made it. I'm here, damn it. There you go. Welcome, Pat. Welcome to the live stream. I was recording the Solana video. You guys remember I was telling you about the altcoin 5-part video series we're making? So I've done most of them now. And there's like 1 or 2 like videos left. Like really just like 1 video left. So so that's coming. We were just talking on Telegram. Shout out to Pat, one of our very, very loyal viewers, and honestly just a really, really nice person. Let's kick this thing off. What have we got here, ladies and gents? I mean, you know, first of all, we're seeing Bitcoin's dominance come back up. This is interesting. Look at this. Bitcoin's dominance is coming back up. This continues to confirm exactly what I said. I told you guys that if Bitcoin is trending, Bitcoin's dominance will come up, and that's still what's happening here, so no surprises. We'll get to the, you know, Bitcoin dominance stuff in just a second. If we keep it locked to the chart right now, you know, and just take a look at what we're seeing here. Yeah, we're clearly, you know, now making some really nice headroom above that previous all-time high. We've managed to get 7.6% above, which is really good. That's definitely a nice little bit of headroom, which I think is going to serve crypto quite well right now, because if we do start to make a pullback now, and we haven't even topped yet, but if we do start to make a pullback now, you know, that 71K range is 10% away, which is, you know, now we're entering moderate pullback territory. And then the lower target is 15%, which is, you know, 67K support, which is definitely, you know, moderate correction territory. So that's also looking really, really good. Paul is saying it's 6 a.m. in the morning. I'm his wake-up call. You absolute legend. Hey Mofo, what about Red 333? I've been here for 3 years, but you are Red 333. I don't get it. That's your username. Can we trust a weekend pump? Craig. I didn't even think about that, Craig. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I would trust it. Look, it's going to leave a CME gap, right? And the CME gap is basically going to be like, I don't know, from here up to wherever we close or wherever we open. So, yeah, I mean, it's probably going to leave a little bit of gap if it stays high. But, I mean, that in itself doesn't really concern me. And I've already covered this, you know, extensively. And it's because, you know, CME gaps are being printed on this chart all the way down to $9,000. Like, they're still open now. It's still a gap. So, you know, to me, I mean, if I was worried about CME gaps, then, I mean, it would be quite hard because, you know, I'd still be expecting 9K. So I think that's, you know, that's going to be quite a big deal. Will SUI have a pullback? We'll take a look at that. But yeah, I think obviously all altcoins are going to get a nice pullback at some point. And probably, you know, even lower than where they are right now. I think pullbacks will, you know, certainly Bitcoin, I think, is going to get lower than where it is now, because that, you know, back test to its previous all-time high. It doesn't always happen, actually. We never back tested 20K in the bull market. We did come back down, you know, to it, but that was in the bear market. So to be fair, we don't actually, Bitcoin actually, no. Now that I'm saying this out loud, Bitcoin doesn't actually back test its all-time highs that often. But the reason I'm still expecting it is because we're not that far away yet, right? Like when we're not that far away yet, the probability of it happening is quite high. And Bitcoin, you know, really in this market cycle so far, and especially very recently, its uptrend has been characterized by, you know, nice measured pullbacks. This is definitely a trend that's heating up, right? Like now we're actually entering a parabola. You can see it. It's in front of you. We're actually entering a parabola now. So, you know, that's really, really, I mean, there's just so many victory laps for us to be, you know, taking right now. But I'm just going to kind of leave the chart like this. I'm going to actually go ahead and make this line red because these are the most relevant levels on the chart now. This line's going to be green because we're above it. These are going to be the most relevant levels on the chart now. In my opinion. Leo's saying parabolic moves are different. It can push to 85 and then pull back to 80. Yeah, but I mean, you know, this is still the beginning of a parabola, isn't it? I mean, you know, it's just I mean, that's a parabola, bro. It's not fully matured yet. You know, and so if this does continue, then yeah, you know, you would actually expect this to really intensify now. And by the way, it's worth noting, you know, you get parabolas within parabolas, right? So it's not actually a big statement to say it's a parabola, you know. Anyway, we don't want to get too caught up in the intricacies, but yeah, for sure, I think that's what we're in right now, and I think we're going to get into a much bigger one as well. Overall, we're probably already in a very big one if we really zoom out. I mean, this is a parabolic chart. Yeah, this is a parabolic chart, isn't it? It is. It's restarted. It was parabolic up to here. It wasn't really doing anything, and now it's just going to probably go again. So it's looking pretty sweet from that perspective. Look at this weekly candle, man. This weekly candle for Bitcoin still isn't closed. You've got 18 hours left until this weekly candle closes. You better fucking hope and pray that this weekly candle closes high like it is right now. And by the way, shout out to those of you tuning into this live stream. Do me a favor and smash up those likes if you appreciate me being live right now, if you appreciate these insights, and if you like this YouTube channel so far. And if you do like it, but if you haven't already subscribed, then you're going to be missing out on a lot of very time sensitive content. So you got to check out that subscribe button. While you're down there, Bybit's giving you $30,000 in free trading capital that you can throw into the market. Any profits you make with that money are going to be yours to keep. You can withdraw that money. Same with Blowfin, but their offers are much more aggressive than Bybit. They're giving you much more. So check them out. Their bonuses cap at a lower level, but they give them to you easier. So that's really cool. But obviously, only use them if you're not from a restricted region. 100K this year from Lovins. Zura is saying that Cardano finally woke up. Wow, yes it did. We were actually looking at this level, I think it was just yesterday, and it's done very well, so that's great news. Now that it's done this well, I actually want to see a pullback, but I don't know if I'm going to get that pullback. But yeah, we're back in crypto season today, ladies and gents. This is crypto. We're back in crypto today. What's up? How are we feeling today? How are we feeling? In one word, just tell me, what's the first word that comes to your mind? How are you feeling today in this market? I want to know. Let me know in the live chat today. We got Steven saying, you guys in Dubai are on it. Thank you. Hope you guys organize a meetup or something next year. Dude, there are meetups in Dubai all the time. Just come out. There's something going on all the time. But yeah, thank you very much. Steven's feeling surreal. VizXD is pumped. Dar A is scared. Why are you scared? Tell me why you're scared, please. Leo's feeling a little bit of FOMO. What are you feeling FOMO for? I'm feeling a bit of FOMO. I can't lie. I don't know why I'm feeling FOMO. I'm fucking all. I can't be more all in. I'm long. I'm all in on Bitcoin. Like, how do I be more in the market? And I still feel FOMO. So I'm with you there. Sorab is excited. You trips for free. Winning. We got some scared. Vindicated. Josh Wilson's coming in with 1,000 liters of lotion. You're getting pinned, bro. Sorry about that, but that comment's getting pinned. You got your full name up there, but that's just how it is, bro. And yeah, we're doing pretty good. Some other coins. Look at this. This is Cardano against. It's the same coin. This is Cardano against Bitcoin. It's broken above resistance. This is good. There's gonna be a lot for us to talk about in this live stream, man. Damn, I had some other stuff to do, but here we are. We're live. Smash them up, ladies and gents. We're gonna be sat here for a little bit. I've been waiting for days like these for like 8 months. Me too, man. Me too. What do I think of Jasmine? I don't know what that is. Probably a coin, but I don't know. Anyone want to buy? Anybody want to buy a kidney from Big Mac Book? Are we starting to sell? How much is a kidney? Are we starting to sell kidneys now? How many bitcoins will one kidney get me? Will it even get me 1 Bitcoin? Obviously, it'd be priced differently at different places in the world. When you zoom out, the adapter pump looks like nothing great. I don't know what you mean. Thank you for being live. I need someone narrating it so I can believe my eyes. Oh, you can believe your eyes, bro. We're at $79,500 fucking dollars. Bitcoin set a brand new all-time high just now at $79,800. You can believe your eyes, brother. This is real. And it better be real because we've been consolidating for 7 months. If this is coming as anything other than a completely standard procedure market move, if this feels like a surprise to you, you have been so horrifically misleaded in this market, and you need to check your sources of information. You need to check what you're doing here, ladies and gents, because this pump has been so glaringly obvious. Tell me in the live chat, have we not been talking about this constantly, completely expecting this to happen in this sort of time frame? You know, just looking at this the entire time, getting more and more bullish while everybody else was getting bearish. Is that not exactly what's been going on on this YouTube channel? Tell me in the live chat right now. If you've been here and if you saw that, Tell me you saw it. Tell me you know it's real, because maybe I'm going crazy. Maybe I'm the one that needs a reality check right now. Shout out to Leo saying, can we smash that like button for this guy? What a perfect live stream situation. You absolute legend. That's exactly it, bro. That is exactly it. I've got my headphones, and I want to play some music on them, because it helps me. I don't know, like an ADHD thing or something. But I can't control my headphones, so I'm gonna be taking these off because we don't need them. But yeah, there we go. Really cool stuff here for Bitcoin. If we zoom in a little bit, Steven's saying, I've been constantly saying this stuff, listening to me for years, since 2017, probably since 2018. Blackie is saying, we made it, bro. Don't worry so much and enjoy the ride. Alex is saying, put on some background music. Dude, the thing is, if I play music for you guys, I'm going to get copyright striked. So I can only listen to it myself. And anyway, I listen to, I don't know if you guys are going to like my music. I listen to like weird stuff while I'm streaming, you know. Where am I from? I'm originally, my parents are from Lahore and Delhi, from India and Pakistan. But I was born and raised in London. What is the pi cycle top indicator looking like? I don't typically look at that. We can pull it up later on, but not right now. Bitcoin's dominance is continuing to move up. That's interesting. And yeah, if we keep it locked onto this Bitcoin chart right now, we're basically just struggling at $80,000. This is a really big deal. We are right there. This is 80K. And we are, you know, right knocking on the door of it right now, basically. Let's see if Bitcoin can actually get above this key level, because if it can, you know, I mean, it already broke its psychological resistance level, right? I mean, it broke its psychological resistance level a long time ago at 75K, and it was quite easy for Bitcoin to break 75K because its previous all-time high was at 74, so it was very close by. But 80K, you know, there's a little bit more distance to get there, so this is the first real psychological resistance that Bitcoin is seeing above its all-time high. And it looks very clear that you know, that it's coming into it with some strength. So it's going to be very interesting to see what Bitcoin does with this strength, and if it, you know, initially, you know, maybe gets a little bit closer, and then, you know, maybe it goes sideways, maybe it gets a rejection. I don't know, but we're probably going to see something happen during this live stream. So let's just kind of keep it locked here. And just kind of continue talking about this. I'm so excited for this. I was just making all those altcoin videos for you guys. I was probably going to put it out tomorrow. So, Pat Cap, you were listening to the YMCA. That's the Village People, even though the whole band is gay, but it was still good music when your AirPods was playing. Was I listening to YMCA during my live stream? I don't think so. But I was listening to YMCA a lot after Trump got elected. It became my happy song. Started doing his dance a little bit. What's his dance like? This is gonna become a meme. I'm gonna someone's gonna say I'm jacking somebody off, an XRP holder probably. Someone's gonna meme that. But yeah, his dance is so funny. He's got the typical like old white rich guy dance of like, you know, like you don't really care what you're doing, but you just kind of make a move. He's hilarious. Yeah, no, you got to be bumping YMCA. Those of you in the United States, go to a Democrat neighborhood and play some YMCA through your speakers. You got to do it. You got to do it. Don't do it in Portland though. You might get shot. How much money do I need to settle in the UK? I don't know, dude. That's a weird question for me. I have no idea. Sammy, talk about how many noobs will lose money in a bull market. Yeah, it's interesting, right? A lot of people lose money in bull markets. It's true. We're gonna keep the Bitcoin chart here. I can blow up my face a little bit, but I think we'll just keep the Bitcoin chart for now. A lot of people do actually lose money in bull markets. It's like, well, how the hell do you even manage to do that? But it's true. A lot of people do. And the big reason for that is because they buy, you know, basically at times like now. This is a horrible time to be buying. Like, my God, if you hadn't like fully bought everything you want to buy up to now, then I don't know what the hell you're doing. This is a horrible time to be buying. So a lot of people end up buying tops like this. And then obviously, you know, the market crashes or it just dips and it kind of corrects later on. And then it's too late. And they panic and then they sell. So you know, that's typically how it goes. Obviously, you know, it depends. You know, you can buy a shitcoin, you can start taking additional risk, and then, you know, you lose money that way. You can trade on leverage, right? As much as I love trading on leverage, and as much as I think it's one of the best tools to make money in crypto, it can definitely you know, lose money, and if it does lose money, it's going to lose it very quickly. So, you know, there's a lot of different ways you can lose money in a bull market. Really all it comes down to is good risk management. You know, the big thing that I talk about, right, is that a bull market is summer, right? Bull market is where you should be harvesting what you've planted. If you haven't planted things, and if you haven't actually put in the effort to make yourself the best possible trader you can be, with the best principles, the best systems, the best rule set, the best trading journal that you've got with an extensive history, and so on and so forth, if you don't have any of those things, or if you don't have all of those things, then you're naturally going to be at a disadvantage during bull markets like this. And that's going to mean one of two things. Either you're not going to make as much money as you want to, or you're not going to make money at all. And in both cases, it's actually going to be very, very painful. So the number one situation that you don't want to be in, and I'm so glad I'm saying this now while we have so many viewers, smash up the likes for this if you find this useful, because this is so important. I want to know how many of you guys find this useful. Smash them up. Let's get this thing above 250 likes. The reason that this is such a big deal is because if you enter summer, which is what we're in now, and you still haven't caught up to everybody else who, has been in this for a few market cycles, or just, it doesn't matter how much time you put in, but that they've actually put effort in. If you haven't been able to catch up to them, and now we're in summer, now we're in a bull market, and all the money-making opportunities are here, you're losing your best chance to make money. But that's bad on its own. We can let that fester and sit for a little bit, for it to kind of cook in your mind. But to take that a level further, the other reason that that's such a big deal, and that's such a bad problem, such a big problem, the other big reason for that is because when the bull market is over, you're in winter again, which means that you might spend the entire bull market struggling to make the kind of profits that you want, and that's going to lead to a lot of frustration. And then by the time that you perhaps do decide to get real with it and start investing in your skills, it's now a bear market where it's a lot harder to make money. It's the kind of cycle that I've personally been through in this market, and many of you guys have been in it. Many of you are in it right now, and that's a really big deal that's worth tackling, because if you don't, then you're just kind of, you're going to be running around not taking full advantage of this. Life is better when you have too much money and you got problems with those. With those kind of issues. It's not so great when you realize that you could have done better, but you didn't, because you didn't want to learn, or you didn't want to do enough. And that's exactly why, things like our exclusive offer are such a big deal. Those of you that have taken advantage of this are so well positioned for this market now. We've had some students just fully finish their 12-week program, obviously, up to this point now. And this is a serious thing. It's a big package. If you want to get information on it, you can reach out directly to me with this link, and I'll tell you about it. But it's an expensive offer. It's a 12-week commitment. You're going to be working directly with me, and it works incredibly well. I mean, we've seen people pay off their investment fee 50 times within very short spaces of time, where it's prevented them from losing 50 times what they invested with me into the package. They prevented 50 times larger losses, or making a shitload of money too. Both of it happens. So really, really important stuff. This is going to be for people who are trading with larger bankrolls, who are very, very serious about what they're doing. But if you're going to come to me and kind of be lazy, then it's not going to be the right approach, because we're going to make you fucking sick. But it's going to take a little bit of work. So definitely reach out if you're interested. But yeah, if we keep it locked to the Bitcoin chart here, we definitely have a really, really nice kind of continuation here. We're still staying on the minute time frame. Bitcoin's trading at $79,700, and it's only $250 away from that 80K golden price target. Why are altcoins not pumping with Bitcoin now? I believe the reason that altcoins are not pumping with Bitcoin is because Bitcoin carries its own strength, and when Bitcoin carries its strength, altcoins immediately become less interesting. You have to understand why people enter the altcoin market. The main reason that people enter the altcoin market is because they want to make money when Bitcoin is boring. That's exactly what happened since Bitcoin broke its all-time high. It's been very boring since it broke the all-time high, and as a result, nobody's been interested. Everybody's been interested in altcoins instead, and we've seen altcoins moving up. But as soon as the dad comes back home, and in this case starts working, and kind of getting to work and moving, that's when the altcoins immediately become less interesting again, and that's why they're in such a dangerous place. Now we do still have some alts pumping. You're absolutely right, Matthew, and some alts are pumping really well. Take a look at Cardano, which is having a very, very small pullback right now into support, mind you. You know, and so it's doing very, very well. But I mean, you know, we're on the 1 minute time frame here, but I mean, this is a huge move. Just to put this in perspective, I want you guys to really understand what Solana's done. I'm sorry, what Cardano's done here. It's a 40% move within 13 hours. Okay, that's a really, really big deal. And look at this, 13% of that happened in the last 2 hours. So Cardano's moving really, really well. Some of these altcoins are doing very well, but we're immediately seeing Bitcoin's dominance tick back up, and that's what I'm talking about, right? It's the general phenomenon. We're not talking about isolated exceptions. We're just talking about the general kind of rule that we're going to be seeing here. All the crypto notifications woke me up at 5:30 a.m. What the fuck happened? Welcome to the live stream, dude. Yeah, I mean, Bitcoin set an all-time high. That's it. Bitcoin set an all-time high. We got Leo Swipe saying my shitcoin bags are mooning on ETH and Sol. Alts kind of pumping. I wouldn't say ETH and Sol are shitcoins. I guess you could say that. I wouldn't say that, though. But alts, yeah, alts are generally going to be shitcoins, aren't they? But yeah, Bitcoin here, just pulling back a little bit here. No big deal. Definitely looking pretty good. By the way, I can see that you guys have reached out about the offer that I was describing. Obviously, any of you guys who have reached out, a member of my team or myself will always get back to you. But yeah, that offer that I was describing has been very, very popular. Lots of inquiries, and if you guys want to kind of get yourself inside, we've had very, very happy people with this. So I think this is a big deal. But if you're not interested or you kind of don't want to, that's totally cool. You also got free cash here, which is well worth checking out if you're allowed to when you start trading. And yeah, $79,600. We just need to get above this high right now. It's all about setting a high and sweeping it. You set the high, that becomes the new level to beat. As soon as you beat that level, you expect some more volatility to come back in. So that's looking pretty good. Frank is asking me to take a look at the Fear and Greed Index, so I'm very happy to go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and refresh this and take a look at what's going on. Let's see what ads I'm getting served today with these very, very random cookies. We got our rating of 78, a very, very high extreme greed reading. That was yesterday, and it updated 6 hours ago. So 6 hours ago, Bitcoin was nowhere near where it is now. If we go ahead and measure Bitcoin going back, how many minutes is 6 hours? Oh, it tells me in hours. It's fine. I don't have to make myself look too stupid. 6 hours is back here. So yeah, back here, Bitcoin was trading at $77,000. And we saw a very, very high fear and greed rating. So it's probably going to be, you know, firmly above 80 if Bitcoin holds these levels. If Bitcoin doesn't hold these levels, then we're probably going to see a big, fast pullback. It's probably going to be the long squeeze that we've been talking about for a little bit on this YouTube channel. And I would expect Bitcoin to kind of come down to at least 71K, if not 67. I still want to see Bitcoin come down to 67. You see, the beautiful thing is that if Bitcoin does come down to 67, it's going to be, you know, from current price, that's going to be like a 15% drop, right? So that's actually a really nice sizable pullback for, you know, for a market that's trending up, and it would probably allow Bitcoin to you know, continue to move up with a lot of strength. So I think that's actually really, really cool. As far as shorting though, because I know we got a couple of comments about shorting right now. I'm not convinced, right? I mean, you know, standing in front of a train like this, I've done it before, and it's, you know, it doesn't work out, you know, particularly often. So I've just kind of stopped, you know. I mean, and Sorab will understand, any of my other Desi viewers. My dad always used to tell me growing up, he always used to say, don't take panga. And panga in Hindi, Urdu, basically means don't fuck around. That's basically what you say. You say don't fuck around in a nice way. You know, and me, I don't like to take panga. You know, I don't mess around. If I know that something generally is going to be quite dangerous, you know, even though it might look nice on this occasion, don't take panga. I don't want to find out, you know. So that's kind of my perspective. This is a very aggressive bull market, and if you're wrong, you're just gonna get liquidated pretty quickly, you know. So I want higher probability trades, right? I mean, I got you know, I'm all in on Bitcoin. I'm you know, 2,500% in profit on my Bitcoin position, 2,000% profit on my 2,500 on Bitcoin, 1,000% profit on TRX. You know, I'm choosing my shots a little bit more carefully. And I think that actually works out better on the whole as well. You know, it's not about trading, you know, all the time. It's about trading the right way, and then, you know, just not trading when you don't want to, or when it's not, you know, looking great, because, you know, you just get to, I don't know, retain, yeah, you retain your capital. Ryan's asking me to open more tabs. I got a lot of people who feel anxiety when they see how many tabs I have open, which I think is quite funny. I have a lot of tabs open. You haven't even seen my Google Chrome. I work out of so many different browsers. But yeah, I love this. We can close a couple of them. Ladies and gents, as you are coming in, do me a favor and smash up those likes as well. We got over 800 viewers in the chat today. We're live right as Bitcoin setting a brand new all-time high. Right as Bitcoin set that all-time high, we came live, which is sick. Let me know how you're feeling in the live chat today, ladies and gents. With one word, how are we feeling? 𝐁𝐥𝐽𝐜𝐳 wants me to finish the sentence. I think we'll get a pullback at... I don't know, dude. Psychological levels. That's where I think we might get pullbacks. I don't know. Psychological levels. That's all I've been saying. Because how do you tell, right? You can do a Fibonacci extension, but I don't really like them. So yeah, I think it's just psychological levels, and rightfully we're struggling a little bit at 80K right now. So that totally makes sense. Unknown subjects are saying short at 100K makes more sense. I disagree. I firmly disagree because the way we get up to 100K, it's entirely possible that a lot of people front run the market. This is if we get there, because nothing is guaranteed, and it's really important to talk like that. But if we get to 100K, quite likely, there's a few different things that would happen. What you're describing is that we kind of nicely hit $100,000 and then we then we just start coming back down, and it's almost never how crypto works. More likely, I think Bitcoin is either going to top out at 94 or 97 because a shitload of people were front running it. A lot of people expect it to top out at 100,000, and just in case it doesn't quite get there, they want to sell it at 99. And a lot of people understand that that's going to happen, so they choose 98 and then 97 and then 96. And you've probably done it before too. When you want to get in a position or get out of a position, you probably just decided, fuck it, I'll just enter or exit a little bit earlier. It doesn't really matter. I just want to guarantee that I can get out. And it's the same thing here. So quite likely, actually, I think we potentially hit $94,000, pull back to 70, and then we have to come back up to 100, but the next time it's just going to blast through 100, right? Because that's what happened here. That's what happened on this chart. The first time we got up to our all-time high at $74,000, we had a big rejection, and it took us all the way down to 49K on the low here. By the way, RIP to the guy who sold down here. Bitcoin from this level is now 60% up. So also huge shout out to the person that bought down there. But this 74K level triggered this move down to 49K. But then the next time we came back up here, we just flew straight through it. So there's just more money to be made as a bull. Anybody looking at shorting right now, you're caught. I mean, I can't tell you one thing or the other, but to me it's not the right way to do things. It's going to be more in the in the trigger happy, like ADHD, like fuck, I need to do something kind of camp of people who are like almost a little bit closer to gambling, and I know this because I've done it. It's just that simple. So that's how I feel. Yeah. And then as 𝐁𝐥𝐽𝐜𝐳 is also saying, why not just wait for a pullback and go long like a normal person? Why be a degen gambler? He's basically saying the same thing as me. He's just saying it, not as nicely as I as I said it, but that's okay. I like it. We started this live stream off with a little bit of casual racism to my own people, so fuck it. We need some more racism and humor. That's what I said at the very beginning of this live stream. Let me know in the live chat if you agree with me. Do we need to bring back a little bit of casual comedic racism? Yes or no? Tell me in the live chat right now. Do we need comedic casual racism? I think it's completely fine. I love to rip into my friends of different colors, and they should love to rip into me, and oh my god, they do. Not all the time. Some of them are a little bit shy, but I fix that as much as I can. Hell yeah, we got a very red pill chat. What's going on, ladies and gents? Yes, absolutely. Yes. Racism is life from Skanky Frankie. It's my favorite. There we go. Everyone gets a piece. That's what I'm saying, Senza. Everyone gets their turn. I don't care if you're fat, if you're a girl, if you're disabled. I don't give a fuck who you are. You're gonna get your turn. You're gonna get a second asshole ripped for yourself. That's how it works. I bet they do love Remitted. Dude, I'll take it, man. I love it. Comedy is truth. We're all in it. We're all in it. So I mean, look, I don't want to get you or anyone else banned, so we don't need to bring that into this live chat, but at least you can go back to your boys, and if it's a dude, call him chalk dust. If he's a dude, call him the word that's going to get me banned. Do whatever you need to do. Balance it out. Balance out the world, ladies and gents. Sanity is coming back. Sanity is coming back, ladies and gents. Smash up the like for sanity. Smash up the likes for sanity. Let's push this thing above 300. be patient, no trade to make here. I completely agree. And then back on the note of 𝐁𝐥𝐽𝐜𝐴, he was saying, why not just, go long on a pullback? And I completely agree with that, right? I completely agree with the sentiment to go long on a pullback, because that's where you have effectively unlimited money to make, right? Like if Bitcoin pulls back now to 67K, this would be a really interesting level that I'd consider buying Bitcoin at. And then if it continues moving up, I mean, just to get back up to its current all-time high would be a 17% move. And that would happen very, very quickly if it's actually bouncing. Because the thing you got to understand is that now the uncertainty is gone, right? Now we know Bitcoin can reach here. Before we did, I mean, we knew, but it didn't happen. Now it's already happened as well. So it's just going to make that subsequent recovery even more strong, in my opinion. And then obviously you've got all the upside after that too. So it's just significantly better. The setups, like I said, I mean, this red line would kind of be my invalidation. So I'm not even looking at that much risk. There's like 3% downside. I can throw on 5x leverage easily 5x, maybe 6, maybe even 7x leverage, probably 6x leverage on the top end. And so to this all-time high, that's already going to be from my entry. I haven't actually set these orders yet. I have orders set for another coin, which I'll talk about a little bit later on, but not for Bitcoin here. But 17% up, right here, 5x leverage. If that's what I was going to use, that would easily put me, well above 70-80% profits. So really, really good stuff there. And obviously, if you're looking for a place to trade these markets, the best place is just going to be linked down below at the very top. You're getting 30K for free on Bybit, which is the best exchange in the game. And that's when you start trading using this link. They're just going to give you this free money, and any profits that you make with it, you're going to be able to withdraw. Same for Blowfin here, but they give you way more aggressive bonuses. So just check them out if you haven't done so already. They're a great platform. It's good to spread your eggs out. You shouldn't be trading with all of your money just on one exchange. I don't even care if you use my links or a different exchange or whatever. You just shouldn't be putting all of your eggs in one basket. It's very dangerous. It's gone wrong so many times. It's going to go wrong again. It's just better to diversify, and to get free money for it is very, very cool. So check them out if you're allowed to, if you're not from a restricted region. Because those are really, really cool opportunities where you can just, you just take free trades. Just fuck it. Just, you can do, even just go market long now, whatever you like. And it wouldn't even matter to you if you lose the money, because it was never yours to begin with. Someone's asking, why are we dumping right now? Or someone's saying we're dumping. I mean, yeah, a little bit, but, I wouldn't really call this a dump right now. Formula Moments is saying with comedy everything should be on the table. I completely agree, man. I mean, I think the only thing that I would maybe say is off bounds is maybe religion, and I think that's going to depend on context, right? I mean, but I think everybody can make jokes about anything. I think that's really, really important. So shout out to you guys who kind of feel the same way. I love that. Let's smash those likes up, ladies and gents. Pump them up a little bit higher. Get this thing up to 300. We're at $79,000 for Bitcoin right now. And if this pullback does continue to deepen, then it's not going to find support until 77.2. This was a very, very quick move up. And so I would anticipate that it can come back down very quickly as well. But for now, more likely, I think it's probably just going to establish something that looks a little bit like this, trade sideways in some way, and then potentially, get that breakout. I don't know if we're going to get that 80K breakout today. It would make sense to me, because even though, we are seeing a more mature Bitcoin that's moving a little bit slower these days, we are still also, we have still also consolidated for 7-8 months, and we've also consolidated immediately after breaking immediately after breaking the all-time high. So I don't know, to me it just seems like it's a good enough setup now to where Bitcoin can start really pumping. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't actually know. Hey Sammy, which website should I watch to watch live breaking news? I don't, that's such a random question. I don't know, dude. Like what breaking news? I'm a crypto YouTuber, bro. I think you're in the wrong place. I think that's not I'm not qualified to answer that. I don't even watch live news anymore. I just go on Twitter. I don't trust the news. Fuck them all, man. BBC and all that, man. Disgusting. I had an opportunity to go on BBC. Fuck them, man. They're not good people. Leo is asking me, how am I looking to time the top? I'm sure that there are many methods, different opinions. Curious on your thoughts. It's a good question, dude. Timing the top. Everybody wants to know, when's the market going to top? When can I sell it? Where can I sell my Bitcoin so that I maximize my profits and I can buy back cheap and then buy another house because I made so much money? That's what everybody wants to know. It is a very, very popular question. It's a question that gets asked more and more when we're in, clear blue sky breakout all-time high territory. and people love speculating on it. I've been trading these markets for over 7 years, and many of you guys have also been trading these markets for a long time. Many of you guys watching this channel are super serious traders who've been around for a long time. You've been trading for more than 7 years even. And probably all of you, with no exceptions, because there's only 800 people watching right now, probably all of you have never called a single top. You might have said 20K, but the real top was 19.6, right? Back in 2017. You might have said 70K, but the real top was 69,420. And these are important because if you're looking to sell the top and your sell order is at $70,000, and then in 2021, Bitcoin only went up to 69,420, you didn't get your sell. You know, and that's really, really important, because you can spend all your time hypothesizing and even having the perfect analysis and, you know, getting really autistic and like, you know, just weird with it, and then somehow getting extremely accurate, because that autism shit really works in crypto, which is great. You know, but it's still probably, usually, it's not going to be enough to be accurate about a market top. I've never successfully called a market top. In fact, I've been wrong about market tops every single time so far in my life. And I don't think that that's going to change. And most other people are the same. Most other people are completely wrong at market tops. When Bitcoin topped out at 70K, I was completely blindsided by it. I did not expect it. I was completely blindsided by it. When Bitcoin topped out at 20K, oh my God, I did not see that coming. With 70K, I was better, right? I sold a lot of Bitcoin and I bought a house for my mom in Dubai in cash, which was sick. When Bitcoin, my average exit was about $60,000 in 2021. So I did incredibly well because, you know, for 3 years, I had basically, you know, been in a big profit and gave my mom a house, and trust me, she really deserved it. The things she's been through, and we're talking about like a really bad history of health problems. So bless her, she's doing better now. And so, you know, I was able to kind of exit because of that. You know, and in that case, I guess you could say I timed the top, but I wasn't trying to. What I did was I just simply, you know, to answer your question, I just simply said, oh shit, yeah, I made a lot of money and I've got some real life expenses that I got to take care of now, like a house, right? Or, you know, I bought a Ferrari too and a couple other things. So, you know, there were a couple of things that I wanted to do, and I had also just made a lot of money. So I just took some money out of crypto, and I also just felt like the market was potentially, I didn't know, potentially overextended. You know, and I also just felt like, you know, even if I feel like we're in clear blue sky breakout territory and we're still going to go up to 100K or whatever, I also recognize that I got it wrong last time. So I still took profits anyway. So to answer your question, I won't try and time the top. I'm just going to, you know, have a sense that we're getting a little bit overextended, and I'm going to start taking profits because, you know, real life expenses come up. It's really not that complicated. I'm just, you know, the reason I make a big deal out of telling you guys this is because I don't want you to look at me and think that I've got like, you know, crazy processes all the time that are like super intricate and carefully designed. They are when I trade and stuff like that. They definitely are. And I think, you know, anybody that doesn't do that is just silly, but you're probably going to be paying me. So fair enough, you can keep going. Because people who don't do it end up paying people like me who do it. You know, in terms of, you know, we end up making profits off their losses. But obviously, you know, for you guys, I want you guys to be as successful as you can. You know, and so, yeah, I think definitely... you know, I'm going to be very, very clear and just say that I'm probably going to get it wrong again, but it won't be a problem because I probably would have taken profits as we were going up. And then the other big thing, and this is the biggest point, this is the main answer to your question, is my school of thought is actually completely different, Leo. My school of thought is completely different. I don't even try and time tops. I'm not even interested. By the way, if you guys are interested in Bitcoin, we're looking at a $79,000 Bitcoin right now. It's dipped down by $100, no big deal. So far from its all-time high, it's down by 1%, and it's fallen in about 20 minutes. So we'll see what happens. Like I said, I still think we're holding this. I will put the invalidation at like 78.7. I think if it gets below 78.7, it's probably gonna have to dip a little bit lower. But anything above this green line, and I think that Bitcoin is at worst in a sideways trading range, and at best, I think it's gonna move up, but we'll see. We'll continue to evaluate this as time goes on. But the main answer, the question is, how am I looking to time the top? The main answer is that I won't. And what I'm actually going to do instead is I'm going to have no idea of when the top is going to come. I'm going to have no idea of where the top is going to be. Just like the rest of you, even though you might think that you can find out, you just won't. I promise you, you're not going to do it right. And then I'm gonna lose money. The market is gonna top, and then the market is gonna crash, and I'm still gonna be in. And this is the part where it gets a little bit easier, only a little bit, but this is where it gets easier. Is that on that subsequent crash, you typically get a reaction rally. Not always, but you typically do. And that reaction rally is where I would want to sell. So basically what I'm saying here is that I wouldn't even try and time the top. I would just let the market screw me, and I would let the market top, and I would let the market crash 40, 50%, whatever it wants to crash by. And then when it makes its subsequent recovery, that's probably when I would look to exit with a major bag, like just take a major bag out. I would still, be, quite heavily in crypto because I don't ever want to get out. I think, I always want my money to be growing and working for me. And I think crypto is the best place to put it in terms of, I need to get, a lot further in life than this. So, there's going to be, money staying in crypto for sure. But yeah, I would exit on that bounce. And basically the end result of all of this is that, compared to the all-time high, I'm going to eat a loss, which is going to be anywhere between 20 and 40%, right? I'm going to be 20 to 40% lower than my all-time high in my portfolio. So if my portfolio at the absolute peak gets to, let's say, $100, I'm going to walk away with, at least 60, if not 80, and I would have started with 10. That's the goal. That's the goal for right now, right? I'm starting with $10. I'm going to get up to 100, and I'm going to walk away with 60. And the last 40 is going to sting, but the initial, I'm still getting a 6x gain on my initial cap, and that's going to be, what I walk away with a smile. Some people, they get a little bit upset, when they see that they've lost money that they've made. Me personally, it's not real until it's out of crypto, or until it's kind of in long-term storage, and so it's not even about long-term storage. Actually, it's not done until it's kind of out of crypto. And so for me, that's why I don't really care if I like had more money at a certain point and now I don't. Like I know I'm gonna get significantly further than that later on. We got Matthew in the live chat saying he notices that there aren't any white dudes for Harris in here. Absolutely not. They're too busy filming for their wives and their lovers. You already know the deal. There's no white dudes for white dudes for Harris here. I was thinking about Harry Sisson, funny guy on Twitter right now. You can just tell when a guy wants to like snuggle up to the females and tell them everything that they want to hear just for a chance at getting inside. You can just tell. He reeks of it. Fucking pussy. Yeah, here we go. Let's continue on. I want to read the live chat a little bit because I've been talking quite a bit. Dude, Greg, thank you so much. God bless you and your mom, bro. Thank you so much. You're amazing. Dealing with autism myself, it's never good to get totally rigid to one idea, and found scaling in and out of position is best over time. Different people are going to get to different places, right, with what works for them. Bitcoin's making a small recovery right now at 79.1. And obviously, there's so many different, like ways that people experience autism. But on the whole, I've noticed that certain factors make people better traders. Being a woman tends to make people a better trader because, you take less stupid risks. I've noticed that. And I think being rich already helps a lot. It's like the best thing you could do if you want to trade successfully is already be rich. And the reason for that is because you just don't have a bad mindset, right? If you already have money, then you're not desperate for money. And if you're not desperate for money, then it's going to be a lot easier to make money. Dude, guys, thank you so much for the kind comments about family. That's so nice of you. About my mom. I really appreciate that. I watched that video about how you got rich to help support your mom and family. Good, man. Thank you, dude. Thank you. I got another big one, actually. It's like 20 minutes long, basically telling my life story. I haven't uploaded it yet. Let me know if you guys want to see that. Jason Pizzino is a great YouTuber also. I'd be ecstatic if Sammy could do a show with him. I think I did do a show with him, didn't I? Or maybe I was supposed to. I actually met up with him. I flew to Australia just to see him. He's a cool guy. I love him. I met up with I think it's his wife, maybe it's his girlfriend. I'm pretty sure it's his wife. Saw his daughter. Oh my god, Jason's cool, man. Jason's my role model. Jason Pizzino. Shout out to Jason Pizzino. Guys, go show him some love. Tell him Sammy sent you. Shout out to Jason Pizzino out in Australia. He's a really good analyst. He's my role model in life. He's basically living the life I want to live. He's got his shit together. I love that. I think this bull market will be the most consequential, aka biggest gains. I agree. Yeah. Well, some rejection. Say goodbye to 80K. Look at that. You guys are so dramatic. You guys are so dramatic. Will I be helping us how to learn how to short when the time comes? I've already made, a ton of content on stuff like that. Can't believe you hang out with the moon and those kids. Why? What's wrong with that? Don't hang out with them that often, but why? Even if I did, what's the problem? It sounds like there's a problem. I don't know. Maybe you said it as a nice way. I don't know. It's hard to read it in text. By the way, I saw someone writing in Hindi. I can't understand. I can understand it, but I can't read Hindi. And I can't really speak it either. But unfortunately, I can't really relate in that way. Can I summarize what I said in the last 30 minutes? Nah, dude, it's going to be bad for the other viewers who are watching. Just go ahead and rewind the stream. Watch it on 2x speed. Someone's asking me to clean the fog on the camera. Let me know if this helps. Let me know if this fixes it. It's not the fog. It's the studio light that you guys saw. Trump rocks. Trump is unpredictable. Trump can say ban Bitcoin and Bitcoin can drop 70%, but he's not going to say that. No chance. Sammy's joined the gay circle, jerk red pill. I love that. Let's see what's up. There's too many comments. I can't really keep up with them. Thanks for all the engagement today, ladies and gents. Smash up the likes if you haven't done so already. Gotta push them up above 300. We're so close. We're so close to 300. Let's smash them up if you haven't done so already. Any tips for beginners? There's so much. I don't like this question. It's too broad. You've just gotta, honestly, and we were talking about this before, right? Like with the concept of this being summer right now in crypto. If you haven't prepared yourself already and you're not like the best trader that you could possibly be, then you're not going to take full advantage of this. And if you don't take full advantage of this, like that's the difference. By the way, another big thing I want you guys to know about bull markets is that, let's say that your effort comes in steps, okay? And each step is the same. It's like footsteps, right? So 1 step, 2 step, 3 steps forward, okay? Now, each step for you is going to feel like the same amount of effort, but your effort will net you different results in different markets, right? If we go back to this 7-month consolidation and you put a lot of effort in and you walked, let's say 10 steps, 100 steps, you wouldn't have gotten paid very much. Now, if you just walk 2 steps, you're going to get paid very far, right? You're going to get paid very, very well. And in other words, what I'm saying is that you're going to get much bigger rewards for your actions now than you would have a few weeks ago. And the reason that this is a really big deal is because every opportunity that you don't get to maximize now will be a big difference in your portfolio gain. Okay, so in other words, you're going to keep taking your same normal steps, 1, 2, 3, 4 steps, whatever the deal may be. You're going to keep taking your normal steps, but each subsequent step will make you a lot more money right now and for the next months. Am I in a humid area? Maybe I actually am, yeah, because the issue is back again right now. Maybe it is humid. I don't know. Maybe it is. It might be, but I can't. Maybe I could. I don't really want to, though. I might mess something up. I think we're just going to have to kind of deal with it. Let me just see if I can. Forgive me, guys. This is going to be a little bit weird, but let me just see if this kind of. That must have been so disorienting. I can't wipe the camera. That's the thing. It's like behind, like this. This is the closest. Like that's the closest I can come to the camera. It doesn't like it's blocked. Like there's a physical object in between. Anyway, forget about the camera. It's not important. What were we talking about? The bull market stuff. This is much more important. I need to make this point, guys, because I mean, you might already know this, but many people don't. You're gonna put in the same level of effort, but you're gonna make much more money in these kind of market cycles, and so the gap between where you could be and where you actually are is gonna get really big if you don't maximize this current phase in the market, and by by really big, I don't mean. You could have, you have right now 50K, but you could have had 70K because that's a big difference, right? I don't mean 50 to 70 or 50 to 80. I don't even mean 50 to 100. I mean the difference between 50K and maybe $1 million, right? I mean the difference between, $100,000 and $10 million rather than, 100K turning into 200K, right? I'm talking about, the really big numbers. That's all possible in market cycles like what we're in right now. So, the cost of not taking advantage of it is huge. So back to your question, what should an absolute beginner do? Or just tips for a beginner? Fucking invest in your education, dude. Invest in your education. When I started trading, I didn't have much money. But I bought a bunch of courses, not just one, maybe like 3 or 4. And I bought multiple books. And I just dove straight into it. I did the most that I can afford, right? I mean, if you can afford more, then you're going to get something a little bit more tailored to you. I was talking a little bit about our super exclusive 12-week program here where you can work directly with me. This one's been huge, and I don't talk too much about it publicly, but if you want to get information on it, you can just reach out to me with this direct link on Telegram, and I'll send you all the information straight away, or a member of my team will. Those of you that have already reached out, you're going to be responded to as well, probably after this live stream, but or maybe my team's already gotten back to you, but yeah, you can reach out and we can kind of talk about that. That's something that I offer. But if that's not for you, I mean, there's these books right here in the description, and there's also lots more that you can find online. But it's about investing in yourself to really make sure, and you need a good teacher too, right? So don't go buying any course. Try and go for things that are like very well respected, like the things in my description, the books that I told you about. Those are super well respected books, because you need the right teacher, and you want to do this from a more kind of traditional perspective, right? There's a lot of like crypto gurus who are just like fucking, oh my god, I can't talk about them. They're so stupid. And then you have more kind of traditional finance traders who have more traditional finance background, who've been trading for a little bit longer, who are a little bit more mature, who aren't like marketing gurus first and foremost. They're actually traders. They're gonna tell you completely different things. I need to add more books, Pat is saying, but I don't really like recommend more books. Those are the 2 that I recommend. I don't recommend more than that. I don't think more than that is necessary. And yeah, then you can kind of shortcut your way, and just because this is the thing as a trader, right, is that you're gonna have easy lessons and you're gonna have hard lessons. And the nature of being a trader is that regardless of what you do, you're gonna stumble into hard lessons quite often. Not quite often. If you're silly, yes, it'll be often, but it's gonna happen. It'll be occasional at least. And that's gonna happen to you. You can't get away from it. You're gonna run into hard lessons that you're forced to learn. But you can be smart about it, and you can also go ahead and learn your lessons in the easy way. And I think that that's a really, really important kind of perspective to take, because if you can maximize your easy lessons, then naturally you're going to have less hard lessons. And the easy lessons will be, the investment in yourself, the focus, the keeping a trading journal. That's the other big thing. Beyond investing in yourself to learn fast, because you really need to learn fast. Now is not the time to not know what's going on. You should know this market as well as I do. And if you don't, you got some catching up to do. And I mean that. I really do mean that. Because this is still, for me to trade is still not easy, right? Like I still got to put in effort too. So, if you feel like your knowledge is kind of, behind where I'm at, then you got some serious catching up to do. This applies to everybody. I'm still focusing on learning everything. I don't feel like I know enough. God damn it! I don't feel like I know enough. So it never ends. As a student, you never stop learning. But yeah, the other big thing, arguably even more important than everything I just said, is to keep a trading journal. Keep a trading journal. That's the most important thing. I feel like I should end the live stream now that I've said that. Literally, to keep a trading journal. That's the most important thing. Right here, we got Europe waking up, ladies and gents. What's going on? Where are you guys watching from right now? We got some of the Dutch people waking up. We got Germany waking up. What's going on, ladies and gents? Welcome to the live stream. Pat Cap is saying I'm terrible with my journal. I still don't keep one. I'm terrible with that. You see, the thing about being terrible with your journal is that like you probably already have a job which you work for a salary, or you have your own company, or like you've got some sort of work that you make money from, and you put a lot more effort into that work than you do into your trading journal, yet your trading journal is going to pay you way more than anything will ever pay you. So it's just backwards, and when you see it from that perspective, you'll fix it up a little bit. I know it's always tedious, but I just don't think it's that smart. And it's it just makes such a big difference. But let's see who we got viewing this live stream today. We got Canada, Argentina, Jordan, Dominican, Russia, Germany, Egypt, Australia, Holland, UK up late, not early. Wow, what time is it in the UK right now? Do I even what is it, like 7 a.m. in the UK? That is really late, dude. What are you doing? Why are you up so late? Tell me, seriously, I'm curious. Jeffrey, it's 7 a.m. I woke up. I just never went to sleep. You're the same. You're the same. You're also in the UK then, presumably. We got Idaho, USA. What's up? India, Vienna, North Dakota. Man, this is so cool. You guys are so cool. Puerto Rico. What's going on, guys? California. Where in California you at, bro? California is like the only state in America that I know about. Like a lot. I know a lot about California. It's the only one. The others, my knowledge is not so great. 10 p.m. in LA. What's up? 1 a.m. in Pennsylvania. Man, it's getting late. We got Brazil in the house. Cuban in Florida. Yeah, we got a lot of people here. We got a lot of people all over the world in this stream. What's up, guys? What's up? This is so cool. Very, very cool. And Bitcoin is still sitting at 79.1. Let's change this up a little bit and take a look at some of the other coins and some of the other things that are just kind of generally going on. I want to start this off by looking at the dollar. I don't know if anything's actually happened on the dollar since I last looked at it. It doesn't look like anything's changed, or not much has changed at least. Obviously, S&P 500 had a great weekly close. Yeah, actually, because of this weekly close, if Bitcoin is this strong, then maybe... Because why did Bitcoin pump? We don't know why Bitcoin pumped, right? I mean, you always know that I don't care about the reason that it pumped. But if there's no like narrative behind it, then it could just be more economic. Like just, economic forces moving around. Oh, it's 6:20 in the UK. My bad. Oh, yeah, the UK time zone changed, didn't it? Yeah, that's probably why. Thoughts on Diddy's baby oil? I don't actually know what's going on with Diddy's baby oil. Apparently he had like 1,000 bottles and he was using it to like, I don't know, do whatever he wanted to do. I didn't actually follow the drama with Diddy. I know about the Epstein stuff, but not the other stuff. And I was kind of curious, but then it was just too late, and I ended up missing it. Jumbo Source is saying, random strange compliment. I'm from the US and I like the way you talk and curse. Well, thank you very much, Jimbo. What do you like about the way I talk and curse, and specifically curse? What, like, is it just because I'm British? Is that it? Bro, imagine you was in Canada. Bitcoin's at 109,000 Canadian. They're going crazy. Yeah, they probably are. Yeah, that's very, very crazy. 109,000. That is quite crazy. What's my take on Solana? Solana is like the most bullish coin right now, other than Bitcoin. I just finished my. Well, I just did I finish it, or did I? I was just about to start my Solana video. I was talking to you guys about this already, but yet tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow, if not the next day, but most likely tomorrow, I'm going to be uploading a 5-part altcoin analysis series where I'm going to be talking about a bunch of, and by the way, it's going to be much more than 5. I'm just starting with 5. It's probably going to go on to like 10, 15, 20, whatever. It depends on how much you guys like it. Where we're going to be looking at some of the major coins and analyzing if they're going to recover based on a very carefully created checklist. And we're going to go ahead and and run these coins against that checklist. So I'm excited for it. It's a bit of a different kind of content format. So just make sure that you are subscribed for it if you haven't done so already, because you will miss out on it if you don't. And obviously, yeah, this content's going to be super time sensitive. Everything always is, and we're always live or, here in some way when something's going off in this market. You know the deal, ladies and gents. We love to do it. So thanks for all the support. We got a 0.4 BTC Ethereum price right now, and an Ethereum sitting still quite nicely above 3,100. Solana is pulling back ever so slightly, and all of the other altcoins are also pulling back a little bit right now. But yeah, it's looking pretty good overall. Let me know if we got any specifics that we want to look at, and I'm happy to kind of look into that. Farid is saying, Sammy, trust me, you'll make more and more money because you're taking care of your mom. Absolutely, dude. I mean, that's how it works. You take care of not just your mom, anybody, people in general, and it's going to come back to you. I don't know how it works. I don't know if it's like God or karma or what, but yeah, it's very, very real. It's very, very real. Just going through the comments here. What did Hoskinson do for Cardano? Let me know. What do I think of ETH? Is it gonna go up more? I mean, let's just wait for my altcoin videos. My altcoin videos are coming out tomorrow, and we'll dive into all of that there. Most likely tomorrow. But yeah, Bitcoin here sitting pretty nice at 79K. So that's looking pretty cool. Let's take a look at coin market cap and just get a general kind of read of the market. I haven't actually done this for a while. I wanna just generally look at everything for a second here. And by the way, I'm not gonna be live for too much more longer here. So drop any kind of questions you got and stuff like that if you want me to take a look at anything. We got we got like an hour live right now, but I'm gonna have to head off in a second. But well, not too soon, but I want to get a nice broad view of the market here while I'm with you guys. We've got a $2.7 trillion total crypto market cap with a 60% Bitcoin dominance. This reading of Bitcoin's dominance is different, which is interesting, but I'm gonna go ahead with what I've seen on TradingView. But 2.7 trillion there. 24-hour volume sitting at 130 billion, which is, man, it's okay. It's okay. Hoskins is going to work with the U.S. government. What? He drops a 2-hour video. He drops a 2-hour video. He's working with the U.S. government. I need to, hey, bear with me, guys. I got to check this out. We're going to pull up Twitter just a second. And yeah, let's just look at Twitter. Let's look at a couple things, you know, and kind of see what's up right now. So, What are we doing here? First of all, let's start off on the trading. Actually, I'm gonna forget. So let's look at Hoskinson first and see if there's anything that he's posted. Charles X. Trump, the People's Administration. No way. No way. And he's still live? Dude, we got double the viewers of his space. Guys, I love you. Thank you so much. That's kind of crazy. I'm honored. I don't know. I wouldn't expecting that. Yeah, we gotta see what's up with. Whoa! When I get back from Washington tomorrow. Wow. Maybe then. Cardano is a decentralized ecosystem. Whatever. He's not really saying anything here. Okay. Ethereum got a free pass 6 years ago. I'll not be holding it next year. I think it gets an investigation. Ah, right. As a security of some sort? Is that what you're saying? What kind of investigation are you looking at? Yeah, and I just want to see what Twitter's saying more broadly. Few people look like they enjoy sniffing their own farts as much as Hoskinson. Yeah, I'm going to have to go ahead and agree with Maine there. What's the drama here? Why do we not like Hoskinson? I remember that I didn't like him, but I can't remember why. So that's why I'm not talking about it. But what's the deal here? Why are we not supposed to like Hoskinson? Someone tell me. 90 days later, Bitcoin 49K bottom buy is looking absolutely beautiful, up 60%. Patience and high. Oh, she bought at 49K. Wow, that's impressive. That was the bottom. It's like I said, ladies and gents, these girl traders, these female traders, they got something that a lot of us guys don't have. I don't know what it is. Even with these fresh Bitcoin all-time highs, the distance between price and the 200-day MA is still cooled off. The Mayer multiple Z score is only just above 0, meaning we're near the long-term average with plenty more room to run up. That's really good news. That's really good news. Basically, he's saying that according to an indicator which might indicate market tops, we still haven't reached anywhere close to a bad place yet. Which is where we're seeing that from a couple different perspectives right now. This shit is crazy. Look at this stuff. Look at this stuff. What the fuck? Guy grabs my kid like that, he's gonna be breathing out of a fucking tube. We need to do this to some people, man. Like, I mean, what the fuck? Like, you just gotta like Look at the shit people are doing these days. This is insane. Holy shit. This is the kind of thing that people get shot for in certain parts of the world. Like, you can't fuck around like this. I can't believe this is becoming normal in the West. Gotta do something about this. I like that giant dumb candle on the right of the face cam. We gotta turn that green. We gotta turn that green. Where is the... Is this gonna turn it green? I'm just gonna turn everything green. There we go. That's green now. That's a little bit better. That's a little bit. How do we feel about the green, ladies and gents? Tell me how you feel about that in the live chat right here. Smash up the likes if you haven't done so already. I appreciate all the love, guys. Let's get this thing up to 500 likes. If we can't get this thing up to 500 likes, I'm going to show you guys a very interesting chart. I'm going to tease you guys a little bit. I'm going to show you a very, very interesting chart at 500. You guys like it a lot more, huh? Is this actually that much better? Is it actually that much better? I mean, now everything's red, but I quite like red, man. I quite like red, but you guys like green, huh? Glad to have found this page, Michael. I'm glad to have found you, dude. Thank you. Thank you so much. Where's the Dubai view, dude? I don't do like views out of the window, because the thing is I did it for a long time. You can look at the channel. The reason I stopped making videos in front of a window is because, God forbid, I have a light. It's just gonna show. Like, I had a moon. I had a softbox light in front of me. If you don't know what a softbox is, let me show you. It's so funny. I had a softbox light on, and it literally. It looks like this, right? It's just like what they use in like studios and stuff. It's a circle. It was like exactly like this one, and it looked like the moon was just permanently there at a full moon in the window. It was so funny. But yeah, that's why I don't film in front of windows anymore. It's just easier to film in front of a wall, you know. So I just do that instead. I don't really know what chart you're going to. I'll keep it to myself. Yeah, thank you, Pat. Thank you, Pat. Rolly, bust down summer. We're getting amped up. We're getting amped up. We are approaching winter, though, aren't we? What data do I use to determine local top? I've already covered that. Go ahead and rewind the live stream, and you will be able to access that information. I need to take a quick note. And let me bring it back to the live chat as well, just so I can make sure I see you guys. Sammy Loyal is the best. Dude, thank you guys so much. You guys are too kind. Dubai, here I come. See you in 2026. I'll be out of the trenches. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Come out to Dubai. It's much better. Trust me, it's much better. I don't know this 5.3 theory, dude. I don't know this 5.3 theory. You've asked a few times. I've never heard of it. Maybe give me a link. Send me a link on Telegram and I'll take a look. If you guys have a particular chart you want to send me, just, you know, direct contact link right here in the description. Go ahead and reach out to me, and I can, you know, I mean, if I can, I will. I'll take a look at it. Bring back the Dubai views. I mean, I guess I could do a green screen. That would probably be the best I could do. Actually, a green screen would work very well. You guys can't even tell when I use a green screen. You guys haven't been. I've used a green screen multiple times. You guys have never noticed, which I thought was quite impressive, because some of you guys are really good at spotting what I do, and nobody said anything. So I could do a green screen. And by the way, because it used to be a running joke, right? How many of you guys remember the you guys were like teasing me about that? I had such a beautiful backdrop for so long that you guys thought it was fake. You guys remember that? Let me know how many of you guys remember that in the live chat. I'm very curious. Real ones know that Sharjah is more peaceful to live in than Dubai. Dude, I love Sharjah. It's just a different vibe. It's a different vibe. It's so nice. Most people, when they go to Sharjah, they don't go to the good parts. But Sharjah's different. It's much more religious. It's much more conservative. And it's just different vibe, man. It's just a different vibe. It's nice. Keep it natural. The moon, the moon was the best part. I thought it was hilarious too, but then in the end, I moved out of that apartment, and I was like, because I was living in the Burj Khalifa, I moved out of that apartment, and I was like, yeah, I'm not going to do that again. Crypto Crew 5.3 theory. I mean, I don't watch Crypto Crew, so I can't say. But again, if you got something to send me, then I'm happy to take a look. Okay. 5.3 theory is that each bull run returns have diminished by a factor of 5.3. He is on the right track by saying that. But the reason I don't agree is because I've actually entertained the same idea in my head already. The reason that I don't agree is I don't think it's that easy. Let me put it this way. You might make the same argument for gold, right? Which would probably, you know, have become, I don't know, has it become less volatile over time? Has it? Yeah, sort of. I don't know. Maybe not. maybe not gold. Gold might be the exception. But you know, with a lot of markets, you will see just like different circumstances leading to different things. And I think, you know, one of the big limitations with theories like this is if this 5.3 theory suggests an 80k top, I just think that falls out of touch with all of the other things in reality, you know, like the fact that there's a Trump administration now, and you know, whatever, there's just a lot of other things that are super bullish right now for crypto. So I think that we're not. Yeah, I don't think we're there. I think that there's, you know, quite a bit more upside, and I wouldn't want to, you know, I do agree. I obviously, you know, they're shortening, but you know, probably, you know, it's not going to be that linear, is what I'm saying. I don't think that it's going to be that linear where every single time it's going to be you know, a similar kind of factor. I think we will see some degree of variation, and it will be enough variation to the point where we can actually get above 80k. But bottom line, I just reject any idea that we're topping out anywhere near here. I just don't think that's going to happen. I just do not think that's going to happen. I'm so sure of it. I could be wrong, but you know, my money's where my mouth is. Everything's, you know, like I just don't believe it. But maybe I didn't understand it. I live in Dubai. It's very beautiful. Hell yeah, it is, Fahad. Absolutely. It is very, very nice. It's a mathematical formula, and it's been in existence every 4 years. Exactly 5.3. It's incredible. You know what? I gotta watch this video. Maybe if I watch this video, I'll have a different opinion. You guys want me to? How about this? How about I just like make a video where I reply to him? What do you guys think about that? Huh? Do you want me to watch Crypto Crew and then reply to it with a video? I'm just writing it down as I say it. Is that something you guys actually want? Let me know. And if it is, I can bring that to life. But yeah, we got a lot of yeses here. You guys really want to know. Big Daryl, Crypto Chris, King Wigger, Esail, Pagin, Clayton. Everybody wants it. Everybody wants it. Traffic in Dubai is crazy. I know. Oh man. Well, you're comparing it to 2012, 2013. I did go to Dubai back then, but I was too young. Global Village was still like, you know, crazy far away. It's hilarious. Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking just compared to a few years ago. I remember when I first moved to Dubai. I mean, it was fine. There was no traffic problem, you know. And now, oh my god, it's so bad. It's so bad. But the good thing is that while there's more traffic in Dubai, it just means there's more shit going on in Dubai. It means we're all making more money. So I'm willing to trade some traffic for money. I'll take it. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, Dubai, it's so weird, right? Dubai is such a small place, and yet now in the crypto space, everybody's there, all the money is there, and like so much relevant stuff is going on there. It's just but the reason it's weird is because it's so small. You know, like there's still like the entire United States with like 350 or maybe now like 400 million with all the illegals. I don't know, but still the United States with a shit ton of people, and you know, Dubai has a way bigger presence than even the US, I feel, at this stage. I don't know. It might be different. I think the US is going to take it back, though. I think the US is going to take it back because, you know, naturally, every country wants to be competitive. It's natural. Every country wants to be competitive, and the US is very good at being competitive. And now, hopefully, we don't know. I mean, Elizabeth Warren is still there. I don't know exactly when Gary Gensler is going. Hopefully, very, very quickly. But yeah, I mean, there are still some reasons that, you know, crypto is going to be stifled a little bit, but I think there's much more in support of it now. And yeah, I think it's just, you know, people want it. Americans have realized that, you know, they don't want this industry to keep on kind of going out to places like the Middle East. The Middle East is eating everything right now. Everything that's going on in the world is going to the Middle East these days. It's kind of crazy. So I think the West is recognizing that a little bit right now. I mean, it's like a common point of conversation in the UK. Everyone's like, "Oh, he's moving to Dubai. They're moving to Dubai. Everyone's going to Dubai." You know, and I think the West is realizing that a little bit and behaving accordingly now a little bit better. So that's cool. King Wigger is asking, "What's the winter like in Dubai?" It's great. I mean, you're seeing highs of like 24. Well, I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. That's probably like 78, 80. I don't know. 80 sounds like 30 Celsius, so it's probably less than 80, but you know, you're getting highs like, you know, it'll be nice. It'll be like highs around like 75, 74, and you know, 24 Celsius and sunny. And I mean, the weather is consistent. It's just sunny every day. It gets a little bit dusty. That's not nice. I don't like the dust, but yeah, I mean, these are minor complaints. I've been living in Dubai since I was born. It's changed a lot. Oh yeah, absolutely. Gensler will resign end of December. We would love that. Might as well resign now. I agree. Might as well. Crypto Crew videos, 21 minutes. Watch it after the stream. I will do. If crypto goes legal like Dubai, since Trump's in, are you buying a house here, Sammy? Where should I buy a house in America if I do? What do you guys think? If I end up buying a house in the States, can I even buy a house in the States? I don't even know. Some places you have to like live there to buy a house, don't you? I know in Dubai and UK and stuff like that, you don't have to. Someone's saying I should buy a house in Cali, Texas. Texas or Cali? Texas or Cali? That's what it is. Buy a house in Texas. It's just like Dubai. Is Texas just like Dubai? You sure about that? I don't know. I've been to Texas. It didn't feel like Dubai. Texas felt like the most different to Dubai, actually. or some, I don't know. It wasn't the most different. It's all very different, but Texas was very different. Texas is really different. You need to live there to buy a house. How are you gonna live there without a house? Fair enough. That's, yeah, I mean, like, you know, you need to like have some sort of residency, right? Like a green card or citizenship or something. Florida, anyone can buy. They tax here. Yeah, Florida doesn't have property tax. I mean, I guess, you know, if I was gonna buy something in the States, it'd probably be Texas or Florida. It has to be, right? I mean, California is always interesting, but it's California. It would probably be Texas or Florida, but I'm much more bullish on Texas than I am on Florida. Like I'm much more bullish on Texas. I think Texas is much more interesting than Florida, and it's not even close. You know, Texas is just so much of a bigger deal. Florida is just a good state. Florida is just what every state should be, but Texas is Texas. Texas is different. Miami is a good spot for influencers, yeah, but they're all fucking dickheads. So, no. I don't hang out with influencers, bro. I don't do it. I don't want to know them. They're fine, right? Like, I mean, if I meet them, I'll meet them. I'll go for a dinner. We get along. Like, everything's fine. But on the whole, my friends are normal people, man. My friends are normal people. One of my friends is an author and a neuroscientist. He's one of my closest friends in my life. Another friend just runs a little e-com store. You know, like, I got normal friends. One of the coolest motherfuckers I ever met, just ex-military hippie that, you know, goes on hikes all the time. You know what I mean? Like, I don't, you know, forget all that. I have a big boat, so I need water, but Texas rocks for land. Texas has got a coastline too, but they do get hurricanes. That's the problem with America, right? Like, no matter where you go, you're going to get some sort of natural disaster. It might be a flood or a storm or a hurricane or an earthquake. You know, there's always something. You know, like the UK where I come from, the most dangerous thing other than a human is a fox, you know, and they're not even dangerous. You know, like there's nothing dangerous in the UK at all. In Dubai, nothing dangerous, zero. You can't find danger in Dubai. Like I went out looking for danger once in Dubai. I was like out in the desert, like way out in the boonies, as you would call it. And I was out with one of my boys, and we were walking. It was like, I'll never forget. I feel the pain in my feet right now. We were walking on this one road in the desert, and it was so hard. It was like, what did we do? I think it was like 25,000 steps that day, which isn't actually that bad. Many of you guys have done 25k steps in a day. That's only 5 hours of walking. But I don't know. I just wasn't ready for it, and my feet are a little bit fucked. I got a medical thing, so it wasn't good. We were out past. It was so cool. I'll never forget. I need to tell you guys this. I put an Instagram story of it. That's how much it You know, like I post things, you know, sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes if there's something that's like a big deal to me, I'll actually make an Instagram post about it. And I did it for this one. Let me see if I can pull it up. I don't know if it's going to let me because sometimes it wants me to sign in, but yeah, it's going to ask me to sign in, isn't it? Yeah, so I can't show you this, unfortunately, but yeah, no, it was so cool. It's just this like super long straight path. It's completely straight. There's no bends at all. It's just in the desert. There's no lights. You're 50 minutes away from the city minimum, and you can just walk and walk and walk and walk and walk and walk for many kilometers, and because we're doing this after sunset and we're in the middle of the desert, it's just pitch black. You can't see anything. You can't see a thing. Only the stars above you. And then we just went out. It was so crazy. And anyway, my point is that even there, I was like, surely, like, you know, we're gonna, like, I don't know, maybe see a scorpion or something, but nothing. You just, you know, you can't find danger there. It's very funny. Very, very cool. You guys should all try it at some point. Go out to, it was like a walking meditation. We went out there, and it was designed to be monotonous. It was designed to be very much, you know, left foot, right foot for 4 hours, right? And just like, I don't know, you'll just discover something about yourself. I discovered that I don't like walking that much. Like, I'll walk, like, I'll get my steps in, but like, I don't know, it's not going to be forced like that. I can't do that. That's, do I like to live in the UK or Dubai? Dude, fuck the UK. The UK is a total disaster. I mean, I love my country. I love my passport. I love my king. I love it all. But what the UK has become now, fuck it, man. It's dead. It's not the same country I grew up in. That's not the country I grew up in. That's not the country. And I only grew up like, well, my growing up. When did my growing up end? Like 5 years ago. Like, I'm 23. You know, like that ain't the country that I knew growing up. I remember growing up in the UK. There was still some semblance of being patriotic. There was still some semblance of being British. Being British, for fuck's sakes. That's gone too now. All just a bunch of fucking socialist worshipping dickheads in the UK. That's all it is now. Fuck them. Fuck them all. Let them burn. They voted for it. Let them fucking burn. That's my perspective. They did it to themselves. Fucking idiots. They even wanted... Look at what happened in Europe. Look at all of Europe. They all wanted Kamala to win. Like, they have no... They're so cooked. They have no idea. They have no idea. Like, all of Germany... If they could have voted, would have voted for Kamala. They're just so beyond gone. It's not their fault. They've been brainwashed. It's not their fault, but fuck them, man. They did it to themselves, the UK. I just can't. It's so heartbreaking. You know, it's so heartbreaking. The UK's gone. You guys gotta wait until Starmer's gone. You guys gotta wait until this Labour government's out. Your only chance is Farage. I said it. There you go. I said it. The only chance for the UK is Farage. That's just how it is. Plain and simple, black and white. Unsubscribe if you need to. That's okay. The truth is the truth. Here we go. Bitcoin sitting at $78,700 here. It is dipping down a little bit. If we look at this on the minute time frame, we've lost that key level, so we might have to come down a little bit. I think we're still fine. You know, no matter what, I'm anticipating support. If we go up, great. If we go down, even better. In either case, I think we go up overall. You know, we might just have to come back and kind of capture some support. Southern California here, journals are a great habit. Yes, sir, they are. They very much are. They're a very, very good habit. Canada is cooked too. I mean, yeah, Canada is so much worse. But you don't expect it from Canada, right? I mean, like, you kind of expect Canada to be a bit more of a puppet state. I didn't expect the UK to be that much of a puppet state. Like, I've seen my fellow patriots fighting for freedom of speech and so on in the UK. And British people care more than Canadians by the looks of it. They do care more, but not enough. And ultimately, you know, if people want to vote socialist, they're going to vote socialist. And Canada, like, how is Trudeau still in power? Like, when did Trudeau even... Hang on, let me Google this. Oh, you can see this. When was Trudeau elected? 2015. So he's been prime minister now for 9 years. I mean, that's not that long. I mean, it's long, but it's not like too long. But yeah, I mean, you know, you guys are in Canada. You guys have gotta come up with something. But I mean, what can you say? You're just a testing ground for the fucking US, aren't you? 51st state. That's all Canada is. Testing ground for the United States. So is Australia. It's just testing out all the worst things that humanity could do. We saw what happened. We saw what happened. We saw the truckers. All the truckers did was drive across the country. All they did was drive across the country. And Canada decided to start shutting down their bank accounts. I really don't understand how some people can come face to face with a streaming turd and mistake it for caviar. Trump is not caviar. I don't know, man. He's not caviar for sure, but I don't know about steaming turd. I don't think he's that bad either. The tide is shifting now, though, that we saw Trump win. It is. I wonder what's going to happen. I saw something really interesting on Twitter here, and I went ahead and replied to it. It was from it was something that Elon Musk was kind of highlighting a little bit more. It's right here. Oh, sorry, I'm not on the right post here. It's not this one. It's actually a really big deal. It's this one right here. This is California, and I don't know if, I mean, I don't know how much further California is now. They're really slow walking their vote count, but at 70% reporting, we have 40% of the votes going for Trump and 60% going for Kamala. And the reason that I think this is such a big deal is that California is like the most socialist state in the whole country, right? Or it's at least spoken about like that's the case. Like people say it like people speak like it is. And yet, I mean, this is just, a turnout problem, right? Like, I said this, I was like, I mean, with such a tight margin, I mean, there's only a 20% gap here. It's not actually that big. I mean, if Donald Trump got 10% more of the votes, then it's 50-50. And I went ahead here and I wrote 40% is crazy. This is a small turnout increase away from becoming a swing state, right? Last time Trump won, a lot of California wanted to exit the union. There was the whole Cal exit thing going on. Obviously, Brexit was happening in the UK, and so everybody was talking about like leaving their status quo, and so California wanted to do the same thing, but this time, I mean, yeah, the libtards are crying a little bit, but there's a lot less of that sentiment with Trump getting elected, right? The last time it was like not my president, and now it's just, I don't know, just general sadness, not the same thing. And then this picture too, this one really is really, really interesting. I mean, it's kind of blurry, but those of you who are familiar with California, I mean, obviously most people live in the blue areas still, but I mean, you're just seeing more of the map turning red. This is the only coastal part of the state which turned fully red, or at least like voted majority red. So that's going to be OC and Orange County, and I mean, Orange County is like the same as LA. I mean, I know I've pissed off some Californians just now, but Orange County is the same as LA. It's the same fucking metropolitan area. It didn't like, to me, and this is the thing, like, I don't know, it's weird in America, right? In America, you guys like will call different parts of the same city different cities. JY doesn't like it, right? But like in Europe, for us, we're gonna have a metropolitan area, and then when the metropolitan area ends, that's when the city ends, right? That's how we class it in Europe, right? Or Dubai. Like when that area ends, that's when the city ends. And then there's going to be some countryside, there's going to be some other stuff. And then you get to the next city. In America, I don't know if this is right or wrong, you tell me, but it seems like they just section off different areas of the same urban sprawl, and then they just call it a different city. But yeah, Orange County is just the same urban sprawl as LA. Like if you drive through it, you don't even know that you're in a new place now. And the reason that I think that's such a big deal is because this is spreading. This is spreading across California. I mean, if you look at the in-depth data on LA, and I don't know if we can actually pull it up. No, I don't think I still have the, maybe I do. Maybe it's here. Yeah, we can kind of go county by county. And I mean, this is LA County. It's going to be the most fucked out of all of them, other than probably Northern California. Look at Northern California. This shit is crazy, man. 80% Kamala. Who the fuck lives here? Like, who's voting for this? 72. Like, I want to meet these people. I want to talk to them. You know what I mean? Like, what the hell? Like, do these people, like, exist? Like, how is this possible? But yeah, I mean, you look at let's refresh this. Hang on, because this is not up to date. And actually, OC is leaning Kamala according to this. but only by a very, very little bit. You look at San Diego County here. I mean, look at this. This is 40% to Trump, 56% to Kamala. The lead is not that big. The lead is not that big. Look at Ventura, 42% to Trump. You start going a little bit outside of LA, the big metropolitan area, 42% here. Look at this. It's very, very impressive. Here, where Trump does win, San Bernardino County, you're looking at 51%. It wasn't a big margin. It wasn't a big margin. He's not getting big margins, so the state's pretty split still, but it never used to be this close. OC is way different than LA County. I mean, it's different in terms of vibe, but it's still the same, like, it's the same metropolitan area. This is a hill that I'm going to die on. I'm sorry, guys. I'll fight all of you Californians on this one. It's a different place. I get it. It's totally different. It's so much better than LA, but it's the same urban sprawl. Like, you know, I mean, the city of LA didn't stop. It just became OC, and then smart people moved down. That's all that happened. That's all that happened. But anyway, look, I think let's save that for a different day. You know, I don't want to piss off too many Californians right now, because I love you guys. You guys live in the best place in the world. So, you know, you can listen to me being a bit silly, but at least you get to go home and stay in California. So don't worry about what I have to say. I'll just enjoy Dubai. But yeah, and I know that this whole Trump thing is becoming a little bit divisive in this chat a little bit, guys. But guys, first of all, please just, you know, let's not fight with each other. Fight with other people, but not with each other, because I love you all, so I don't want you guys to fight. But also, look, I mean, look, I don't actually want to offend. I mean, if I do, then, you know, it is what it is. But, you know, I mean, it's not really the point here. And yeah, and I think it's probably best to just not engage if it's turning into a fight. So if you can just do that, that would be great. I am going to start, you know, kind of doing some timeouts, though, because I don't want the fight to keep happening. Jimmy is saying Orange County is way better than LA. I agree with you, but it's still the same urban sprawl. Like, the city didn't stop in LA. This is the thing. Like, you guys are too American. Like, if you come to the rest of the world, you'll see that when a metropolitan area exists, that's the city, and it doesn't matter how big it becomes. And then when that metropolitan area ends, that's when you can start a new city. And America doesn't do it that way. America just, you know, Dallas-Fort Worth is two different cities, but they're the same fucking city. Like, look at this. Like, Europeans will get this. How many Europeans are watching this live right now? Probably most of you. And, or at least much more Europeans are watching this than Americans, I would imagine. I don't know. But just because of time zone. I live in freaking Nebraska. I just know history and know a dictator when I see it. What happened in Nebraska, dude, with a dictator? But yeah, I don't know if Trump is that dictator, dude. I think Kamala is much more likely to have been that dictator. I really do. I really, really do. They are the party of dictatorship. There's no doubt. And there's so much evidence for it. But look at this. This is the same city. Look at this, right? Like, this is obviously the same metropolitan area, right? Like, it's literally, you know, the color of a city in Google Maps, which is this, like, more cream color. And the city Dallas doesn't end. They just labeled it Fort Worth. You know what I mean? Like, this is not a different city. This is the same place, Dallas and Fort Worth. Like, I would, you know what I would accept? I would accept saying West Dallas. Let's call it West Dallas from now on. How about that? Or how about East Fort Worth? You know what I mean? Like, that's because that's how we would do it in London. We would look at London, and I don't know if I can actually do this right now, but we'd look at London, and it's just the same thing. So I don't know. I just find it funny the way America labels its cities. But no, I have actually been in OC recently, and LA County, and Cali's doing pretty well. I mean, everybody is always like talking about how California is just like down the toilet, and it's horrible, and there's a lot of homeless everywhere. I don't even see homelessness. I don't even see any people that are homeless. It was so weird. Like, where do they all go? Yeah, to be fair, DFW is called one city. It is called just Dallas-Fort Worth, so I guess it's more of an exception. But most of the time when that happens in America, they just call them different cities. So much evidence. Let's hear it, Sammy. Oh my God, are you trying to get me cancelled? Well, I mean, there's a lot. Without kind of going out to look for it because we're on stream, one of the big ones that I think is most concerning to me is election interference, and it's I remember the I'm talking about some. I want to, because you're asking, I want to talk to you about things that are pure, right? Like that are absolutely undeniable, that you cannot argue. And if you do argue, it'd be because just because you're petty, but not because you actually have a point. And it's the Hunter Biden laptop situation. It's the Hunter Biden laptop. There was a big you're very familiar with it. It was a big conspiracy about foreign interference in the 2020 election. And what the federal government did with Twitter is they went to Twitter and they asked Twitter to censor any information pertaining to that laptop in the lead up to the election, and obviously anything to do with election interference would have been what led to the Democrats winning. Notice how there is no evidence. I mean, maybe you're talking about like no cold hard evidence that was presented in front of you. I remember when Elon Musk released the Twitter files, he did release all of that evidence. And so that's just something that you can kind of go up and Google. But that's not what this stream is here for. I don't know, dude. I mean, you're spamming emojis right now, but you're not saying anything. Like, I want to talk to you. I love you, dude. You're a long-term viewer. I fucking love you, dude. But it's been debunked. Tell me how. Tell me how. I want to know. If it's been debunked, I want to know. I want to know. But yeah, the Twitter files, they were a big deal, and they showed very clearly how the Democrat Party, well, I guess the White House, the federal government was trying to wait, no, Trump was still in power. It would have just been other parts like the FBI. Yeah, it was the FBI. The FBI. Yeah, because the FBI is much more socialist than the rest of the country. Go Alex Jones, keep it up, Sammy. You'll be right as many times as him. Go InfoWars. Alex Jones was right. Alex Jones was right, and rightfully he's gaining a lot of respect. I was very surprised that he got invited into to be like the Trump press secretary or something. I don't know if that's real. I don't think it's real. If it is real, it's almost like Trump is just trying to piss people off. I think he'd be good at no matter what he does, but I mean and WikiLeaks, yes, obviously there's a lot stacked up against you, bro. If you think that if you think that Trump's the dictator right now, like there's WikiLeaks, there's a lot. I think the Twitter files were the biggest thing because they're recent. It's because they're recent. That's why I think they're. But Ren, what I would really encourage you to do, because I respect you so much, because you've been an amazing, beautiful, super supportive viewer for a long time. What I ask you to do, Ren, is come to me on Telegram and send me some stuff. Enlighten me. If you think you can teach me something, I got an open mind. Enlighten me, teach me something, show me something, and I wanna look at it. You're saying we're in an echo chamber, maybe, but I mean, I've tried to not be in an echo chamber. Most people don't even know they're in an echo chamber. I've tried not to be, so I've taken efforts to get out of it, and truth kept on leading me back here. So that's why I'm here. I honest to God, that's how it was. But I want to get some links from you on Telegram or something, dude. I mean, if you're this passionate about it, I want to see something. So please do if you can, and if you can't, then that's understandable too. I mean, you don't have to do anything, but it seems like you're passionate. I'm passionate. We like talking. So if you want to bring it to life a little bit, then the offer is open. And if you don't, then that's cool too. Deal? Good. Yeah, send it over, dude. We'll talk in Telegram. Trump called for aggression 4 years ago. No, he didn't. Not on J6, if that's what you're talking about. Nope. No, he didn't. These are just words. You can just read the words instead of listening to CNN. You can just read the words he wrote instead of listening to CNN, and you'll see that he didn't incite any violence. What was on the laptop that involved Joe Rogan again? I'm not sure, dude. Joe Biden. I don't think it was about Joe Biden. I think it was about China or Russia or something, wasn't it? But that's not the point either. I mean, the way leftists defend Democrats is so strange, because they're, like this thing about like, was it anything to do with Biden? Like, it doesn't fucking matter, dude. The point is that Hunter had confidential information that he shouldn't have had. That's number one. and number two, it's that, you know, family ties allowed corruption effectively, and you're just glossing over that if if you're saying things like, you know, it wasn't related to Biden. It's too many lines being crossed. 5 police officers died. I remember that there was clear evidence of planted people that were inciting riots, and that was happening with BLM too. The whole riot situation in America, even in the UK, like that there is a lot, you know, that shows that situations were made worse on purpose. So yeah, we gotta really sit down and look at the facts. I think most people have really been trapped in a really nasty place, actually, where they're getting, it's like you said, they're in an echo chamber. They're getting their news from their source. Their source is reconfirming it. Right-wing media is not great either. That's why, like I said, I end up on Twitter, right? Because on Twitter, like, you know, the truth really surfaces to the top much more efficiently than any other platform. And that's where I kept on finding truth. Because if it's not Twitter, and if it's instead a news network or even friends and family and so on, it's just not a good source to find information, in my opinion, and it hasn't been for a very long time. Some people need the TV because to them it's official. You're completely right, JY. Yeah, to them it's official if it's the TV. But I grew up with the BBC, the British Broadcasting Service, and we have to pay tax to them in the UK. It's so funny. Our taxes go to them, and as I was growing up, the BBC felt quite factual. You know, the BBC felt like it was quite a high factuality source of information, and it and yeah, guys, and don't you know, Ren's a cool guy. We're not interested in making him feel bad about anything. So if that's what we're gonna do, then that's, you know, I'm just gonna have to do some timeouts and blocking and stuff like that, because we don't do that here. Trump didn't even know about Bitcoin 8 years ago. Why now? I still don't think he cares about Bitcoin. He's just doing it for votes, obviously. UK's infamous TV permits. Absolutely, we have to buy a license in the UK to own a TV. It's fucking ridiculous. Like the UK is just such a strange country. But specifically the BBC, I grew up with them being, you know, a news source that everybody heralded as being a high factuality source of news. And then I grew up and I saw how they were lying to us, and I saw how they have a political agenda all the fucking time, more and more so now, and shamelessly. And I especially saw this since the pandemic. It's been crazy what the British Broadcasting Service channel has been doing. Unbelievable. There's no neutrality left in them. Not a fucking single ounce of neutrality left in them. I remember I was walking past the BBC headquarters in I forgot which part of London it is, and I walked past it a few times recently. Yeah, we're talking this year, and oh my god, every time I walk past it, I remember the very first time I saw the BBC building. I was like, wow, this is so cool. I've watched you guys a million times. I've seen this building on the TV, and then I finally went there, and it was so cool. And then this time I went there, I was like, I mean, this building makes me angry. You know, I felt anger as I walked by. I saw a beautiful quote. I took a picture of it. I'm gonna see if I can find this picture right now. Hang on, because I took a picture of it. It was so ironic, what they were saying. I don't know if I'm gonna find it, man. Damn it. Let me see, because this was such a beautiful quote, and it was just so far apart from what the BBC said they would be. You know, I mean, what they are now, and what they, you know, the principles and the values that they were created on, and that they've kind of grown through. They're so far apart from it now, and it's just so sad. I'm way up, everyone, just like you, OMG. I look at the charts, not the news, like Sammy taught me. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. I realized this in high school. That was 20 years ago. Imagine the damage in 20 years. It's been crazy. I like how the British say Mackies for McDonald's. Absolutely, you got to get Mackies in. I don't say stuff like that. I'm not one of those people personally, but yeah, we Brits have a lot of cool ways of saying things. We did, of course, pioneer the English language, so you know, that's worth noting as well, isn't it? I remember I go to France, and these French motherfuckers, they'll have like an English menu, and they'll put an American flag on it. They won't even They won't even put an English flag or a British flag on it. It'll be an American one. It's so funny. But it is what it is. Let me see if I can find this picture. Because it was such a beautiful quote. And honestly, so important to get this stuff right, and they just, you know, they just didn't. They just didn't. Let's see. I'm gonna find that picture now. If I can find it, I'll find it in the next few seconds. So let's see. It looks like I may not find it. Looks like I may not find it. Let's see though. I'm gonna give it one last little try. Today morning, more than well, I can't read some of these comments. I can't read some of them. They're just not written properly. And then there's cookies versus biscuits. Yeah, took me a while to understand that chips equals fries and crisps equals chips. Well, I mean, the fact that you guys call chips crisps chips is so weird. It's so strange. They're literally crispy. They're crisp. They're crisp. It's a crisp food. How is it chippy? It's crispy. It's not chippy. It's crispy. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, but you guys get a bunch of things wrong, don't you? So it happens. I got it. Right here. Let me see if I can pull this up on stream real quick. Hang on. Look at this, guys. It's beautiful. Hi, Sammy. Andre from South Africa. You are a genius. Glad to hear it going well with your mom. Thank you so much, Andre. I really appreciate it. Thank you. You're very, very nice. Very, very kind. Take a look at this. Look at this, guys. Look at this. If liberty means anything at all, it means the right to tell people what they do not want to hear. From the BBC. That's on their wall. It's next to their headquarters. Like, it's at their headquarters, not next to, it's at their headquarters, literally. And they are telling you, as you walk into their godforsaken building, they are telling you that if liberty means anything at all, it means the right to tell people what they do not want to hear. Basically, a very nice British way of saying that freedom of speech is important. And it really just did not go that way. Here's the full video. Here's the video that I took this video as I walked past the BBC because I was so disappointed. And I don't know, I just felt like I needed to That's got to be the most depressing thing to see written on this wall. But that man... Look at that. You can't hear this, but here's what I said in this video. I didn't post this to Instagram or anything. I said this has got to be the most disappointing thing that you could see written on a wall next to a George Orwell statue. My God, a George Orwell statue. This is the man who wrote 1984. I haven't actually shown you this. Hang on. Look at this. That's the George Orwell statue. And that is the main entrance to the BBC. They have an Orwell statue outside of their headquarters and this beautiful quote supporting free speech. Right, guys. I love you all. Thank you for tuning in. Ren, I'm looking forward to hearing from you. I want to see some real evidence. Let's see what's up. And I'll catch you all on another stream. It's been a brilliant one. We've seen a Bitcoin all-time high. We're looking at a little bit of sideways price action right now. No big deal. We're trending. We're doing good. There's nothing to worry about. and I will see you all in maybe 12 hours or something. I don't know. Who in the West doesn't have free speech? Oh my God. Okay. 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 I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy, guys. Love you all. I think you should Google it. I think you should Google it. Look at Edward Snowden. Look at Julian Assange. Yeah, look at them. See how much freedom of speech they had, and look at anybody that didn't want to take forced medication in the last few years. Look at anybody that spoke about it. Look at doctors that spoke about it who lost their jobs. Look at. I'm done. I'm off. See you guys later. Cheers. Good stream. Take it easy, guys. Love you all.